Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms Part 42. This is the 42nd video from my American Idiom series, and like the others, I'll present 5 idioms to you numbered 206 to 210. But first, I'll give you the chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll explain each of their meanings to you using additional examples to help you to understand them better. So, are you ready once again? Okay, here we go. Number 206, as clear as day. And the example is, the terms of the contract are as clear as day, so you shouldn't need a lawyer to explain them to you. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, very clear and easy to see, and that's what something is clear as day means. It's very clear to you. You can see it just like you can see during the day, as opposed to seeing something at night where it might not be that easy to see because it's dark. So that's what they're talking about here in our example. The terms were very easy to read and easy to see and understand, so the person said that they didn't need a lawyer to understand them. Here's another example. You told me that the directions to your new house that you gave me were as clear as day, but they aren't, and now I'm lost. Well, in this case, the person wrote directions or gave the person directions to their new house, and they were not as clear as day. So they got lost. You got it? All right, let's move on to number 207. Rub someone the wrong way. And the example is, Robert is a nice guy, but sometimes he rubs people the wrong way with his political opinions. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, to irritate or repel a person or people, and that's what to rub someone the wrong way means. In our example, they're talking about this person, Robert, who happens to be a nice guy, but when he gives his political opinions, maybe they're extreme opinions or just unpopular, it rubs people the wrong way. They get irritated by him. Okay, and that's what to rub someone the wrong way means. Here's another example. My boss is usually very pleasant, but for some reason, he rubbed me the wrong way when I arrived at work this morning. Now, in this case, they're talking about how their boss irritated them for some reason. And the person doesn't know why, but the boss just was not in a good mood. So that's what it means, if someone rubs you the wrong way. All right, here's number 208. Twist someone's arm. And the example is, I didn't want to do that new project at work, but my boss twisted my arm, so now I have to. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is A, to put a lot of pressure on someone to do something, and that's what it means if you twist someone's arm. Basically to do something, all right? You're forcing them to do it. You're putting pressure on them. And that's what happened in our example. The person was at work and they didn't want to do a project, but their boss twisted their arm, put pressure on them, and convinced them to do it or forced them to do it. That's what it means. Here's another example. I usually have to twist my son's arm in order to get him to do his homework. This is similar to our last example where one person had to force the other person or put pressure on them to do something. Well, in this case, the person's son usually didn't want to do his homework, so he had to twist his son's arm or put pressure on him. That's what it means. All right. Number 209, crunch time. And the example is, at work, the end of the month is crunch time for us, and we usually have to work a lot of overtime. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, a critical period of time when it is necessary to work fast and hard, and that's what it means if it's crunch time. In our example, they're talking about the end of the month, where there was probably a lot of deadlines that had to be met, and so during that time they worked a lot of overtime to get the job done. They had to work fast and hard to meet these deadlines. That was crunch time. Here's another example. The president said that crunch time has come to get a disaster relief bill passed for the people who were affected by the flood. Now, in this case, the president was notifying everyone, the people under him, that they had to work fast, work hard to get this bill passed because people that were affected by the flood were probably going through a really hard time. So it was crunch time to do it quickly, so they had to work hard. Got it? All right, here's our final idiom, number 210, dead on one's feet. And the example is, I was dead on my feet today after working a double shift at work. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, to be very tired or exhausted, and that's what it means if you are dead on your feet. And in our example, the person worked a double shift, which is 2 shifts back to back, as we say. So it was very long. So they were very, very tired. They were exhausted. Here's another example. My wife just got back from a 3-day business trip and was dead on her feet when she got home. In this case, the person's wife was exhausted, very tired, because she had a business trip and probably she had to sleep in hotels or just it's very tiring for her. So she was dead on her feet. Got it? That's all for this video. Thanks again, everyone, for subscribing, and please share the video if you get a chance. And do one more thing. Keep practicing! Do I have to twist your arm? All right, see you next time.